Good morning, my dear members of the school family and our honored guests. It is again that time of the year when we honor the United Nations and that time of the first semester of the school year when we celebrate the United Nations. And this year, that precious international organization is turning 79 years old. Therefore, it has survived almost 8 decades of more peaceful and more turbulent times, such as the long Cold War, the euphoric 1990s, the 9/11 and war on terror darkened 2000s, the partly hopeful and the partly worried 2010s, and the COVID-19 Ukraine war and Gaza war challenged early 2020s. This October, we have prepared our UN celebration with the focus on the Earth's 120 million or more refugees, asylum seekers, and other displaced people. Again, we are dealing with serious and difficult but solvable global issues. Today, there are refugees, asylum seekers, and or other displaced people almost everywhere on the Earth. From the frozen wilderness of the Arctic to the mostly tropical Africa and Latin America, from the highly diverse Asia to the islands of Oceania, and from the highly multicultural North America to the pluralistic but partly war-infested Europe. Fortunately, there are millions of sincere, unsung heroes, boys and girls, and men and women who are trying, often at the risk of their own lives, health, freedom, property, jobs, and or studies, to rescue, comfort, feed, clothe, educate, lodge, and even employ many refugees. 5 of those brave individuals were honored earlier this October as the recipients of the United Nations Nansen Award. Sister Rosita Milesi, a Brazilian nun, lawyer, social worker, and movement builder, who has championed the rights and dignity of people on the move for nearly 40 years. She is the oldest one of this year's awardees, aged 79. Maimouna Ba, representing Africa, an activist from Burkina Faso, Western Africa, who helped more than 100 displaced children return to the classroom and put over 400 displaced women on a path to financial independence. Jean Davod, representing Europe, a social entrepreneur who drew on her own experience as a Syrian refugee to build an online platform that has connected thousands of trauma survivors with the licensed therapists providing free mental health support. Nada Fadol, representing the Middle East and North Africa Sudanese or Eastern African refugee, who has mobilized essential aid for hundreds of refugee families fleeing to Egypt in search of safety. Deepti Gurung, representing the Asia-Pacific region, who campaigned to reform Nepal's citizenship laws after learning that her 2 daughters had become stateless, opening a path to citizenship for them and thousands more in similar straits. Therefore, let us deeply and solution-orientedly think about the practical and positive steps that each one of us can take in order to help the global community step by step to approach its eventual goal of solving the Earth's refugee challenge for good. With these words, I wish you a wonderful, inspiring, and positively memorable MITIS UN Celebration 2024. Thank you very much.